Hello everyone, myself Amar Kulkarni. Today I am presenting you the first topic of hospital and clinical pharmacy, that is hospital. So learning outcome of this presentation. After completion of this presentation, you will be able to define hospital, remember the various functions of hospitals. You will be able to understand the classification of hospital on the basis of different criterias. Coming to the next, today's roadmap are, we'll see first of all introduction of hospital. After that we'll go functions of hospital, classification of hospital on the basis of different criterias, and lastly we'll see concept of district hospital. So before going to start the presentation, here is a reflection spot for you. You just write down this question and also write down the answer for this question. So the question is, what is the concept of hospital, as well as what are the functions of hospital? So you just pause the video, write the answers in your notebook, then play the video. I think you have written something about concept and functions of hospital. So just go with the further presentation. You just see here. So we will see introduction part of hospital. You just see here the picture, picture of the hospital. Here also you can see the picture of hospital. Okay. So what is mean that hospital? So hospital is nothing but any organization which gives the treatment to the patient with the help of medical or healthcare team to restore the health of a patient, as well as for good health of the patient. See here the definition of hospital. So hospital is an organization where the treatment is given to the patient to restore their health and to maintain the good health with the help of healthcare team. Healthcare team consists of various members like physician, pharmacist, nurses, as well as other clinical staff members. In common, patients is coming to the hospital to restore their health as well as to maintain the good health of them. So patient has an faith on the hospital, that is the workers, that is physicians as well as pharmacists as well as nurses who is actually working in the hospital. So he's thinking that so after going in the hospital, so they will be cured as early as possible. So by using various treatments like allopathic, homeopathic, Ayurvedic, Unani and Siddha, the treatment is given to the patient to recur as early as possible. Allopathic treatment means here the medicines which are used at the time of treatment, allopathic medicines are used. In homeopathic treatment, homeopathic type of medicines are used. In Ayurvedic treatment, Ayurvedic medicines are used, as well as by using Unani and Siddha. So by using these treatments, either one or in combination, the patient will be cured. Coming to the next, the functions of modern hospitals. Here various functions of hospitals are patient care, immunization, patient counseling as well as patient advice, coordination, rehabilitation, research, educational training as well as workshop and seminar. We will see one by one. In that, first, patient care. So it includes services for diagnosis, prophylaxis and treatment of diseases to the patient. The inpatient services are equally important by providing hospitalization facility. So here the main aim of the hospital is to cure the patient. Once you remember, healthy patient would not come to the hospital. Only ill or diseased patient will come at the hospital to restore their health. Okay. So here hospital plays a very important role to cure his disease or her disease by providing better service to the patient or better treatment to the patient. Next one, immunization. So it helps to prevent the disease. A small unit is run in an OPD section where children are immunized by giving different vaccines like BCG, hepatitis, smallpox, etc. So here immunization is done with the children. So there is a separate counter in case of large hospital, so where only immunization is done. So it is a very important function of the hospital. Third one, patient advice or patient counseling. So here this particular modern aspect adopted by the hospital to provide information related to the medicine in case of pharmacist. So here in case of pharmacy, here pharmacist will provide the counseling about the medicine, as well as in hospital they are providing information related to the various diseases like NCDs, that is non-communicable diseases, as well as communicable diseases, as well as epidemics. So here advice is given to the patient, as well as family welfare, that type of advice is also given to the patient. Next function, coordination. So here especially the hospitals which are run under the control of government acts as an interlink between the health policies and the general public. So here that particular hospital deal with urban and primary health centers, means whatever scheme which is formulated by the government, that scheme will be provided to the community. So like type of coordination which is done with this hospital. So this is a very important function, as well as hospitals coordinates with other hospitals also to gather the various information about treatment, as well as information related to the drug. Next function is rehabilitation. So this is one type of treatment provided to drug addict patient, as well as in case of drug abuse patient, as well as in alcoholism patient, and also for psychiatric patient. So here a specific therapy is given to that patient, as well as supportive measures like yoga and the various advices to cure that particular disease as early as possible, because these types of diseases may take very long period to cure. Finding or procedure to cure the disease. So here hospital participates in various research programs to get the new advancement of medical knowledge against various diseases and improvement of hospital services in order to give best services to the patient. So it is also a very important function for the hospital. So he is participating in a research to get modern advancement techniques as well as procedures. Next function is educational training. So here training is given to the newer medical students, pharmacists as well as nurses before doing the actual work. So he or she will get the job profile to work in the hospital, because newer members which is appointed doesn't have so much knowledge to work in a particular area. Last function is workshop and seminar. So such type of activities which are arranged periodically at the state level conferences or in the hospital to furnish the details of recent studies or acute syndromes like SAR, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome. So that particular workshop is conducted by that same hospital or which is conducted by other hospital. So the members which is present in hospital should attend or should participate in that workshop and seminar to get the various recent knowledge or advancement technique to provide good or better service to the patient. So these are the some functions of modern hospital. So each and every function is very important in case of hospital. So all these functions which are rendered by the hospital to provide good service to the patient. I think that you are getting all these functions. Coming to the next, so we'll see here the classification of hospital. So here the classification is mainly depends on various criterias, like either that particular hospital is clinical oriented or non-clinical oriented. So here in these clinical oriented hospitals which are categorized under these 6 categories. So here the hospitals which are classified in 6 categories. So in that first, the hospitals which are classified on the basis of all the facilities available in the hospital, as well as these are classified on the basis of types of medicines used by that particular hospital. Next, on the basis of anatomy and physiology, means what type of treatment which is available in the hospital about that particular anatomy or physiology. Next, on the basis of type of patient. Next, on the basis of diseases. Next, on the basis of various objectives. So these 6 classification comes under the clinical oriented hospitals. So here in a next class we'll see non-clinical oriented hospitals. In that, these are classified into main 4 groups. So here hospitals which is classified under the basis of ownership, as well as on the basis of cost, as well as on the basis of bed size, and on the basis of where that hospital which is attached with the medical college or not. So let's see one by one. In that, first, clinical oriented hospital. So under this we'll see the classification of hospital on the basis of all facilities available in that hospital. For example, AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences Hospital, New Delhi. So in this hospital, all types of facilities are available for each and every disease. Okay. Next is there. So here classification is done by or on the basis of what type of medicines which are used in the hospital to provide the treatment. So these are categorized in allopathic hospitals, Ayurvedic hospitals, homeopathic hospitals, Unani Siddha hospitals, and physiotherapy hospital. So in this allopathic hospital, so here the name is given because in this hospital only allopathic medicines are used to provide the treatment to the patient. In Ayurvedic, here Ayurvedic type of medicines are used. In homeopathic type of medicines are used. Next, Unani Siddha type of treatment is given by that particular hospital, and those hospitals have only physiotherapy treatment. So these are come in physiotherapy hospital. Next, the hospitals which are classified on the basis of anatomy and physiology, where that means here in that hospital only that much facility is available. So that facility is based on the various anatomy and physiology. For example, ENT hospital. So in these ENT hospitals, the treatment, what type of treatment is given? Or that is eye, nose and throat. So only that much facility is available in that hospital. That's why the name given to that hospital, that is ENT hospitals. Next, cardiac hospital. So here only cardiac treatment is available, or that hospital provides only cardiac treatment. Next, eye hospital. So in this hospital only eye treatment is given to that patient. Okay. Next, hospitals which are classified on the basis of type of patient, means what type of patients are there. Either these are the general patient, either pediatric, either accidental patient, or rehabilitation patient. Means here in this first hospital only general treatment is given. No any specific or special treatment is available in that hospital. So here only general patient will goes to that particular hospital for the general requirement. Next, pediatric. So in this hospital the treatment is given for only the children's. Next, accidental. So here accidental patients which are treated. Next one, rehabilitation center. So here only drug abuse or alcoholic patient which are treated. Next, hospitals which are classified on the basis of disease. So here example is cancer hospitals. So here in that hospital only cancer treatment is available, or they have that particular treatment, that is cancer treatment. Next one, TB hospital. So in this hospital they are providing only treatment for tuberculosis. Next, leprosy. That is that particular hospital give the facilities about the leprosy treatment. Next, diabetes hospital. So here only diabetic patients are treated. Next, the hospitals which are classified on the basis of objectives. Either general hospital is there, it includes PSCs, that is primary health centers, as well as municipality hospitals. Next, special hospital. So here special treatment like cancer, TB or dental. So like that specific treatment is given. Next, teaching and research hospitals, for example AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. So here research as well as teaching is done in that particular hospital. So all these 6 categories comes under clinical oriented hospitals. Okay, we will see a second category, that is non-clinical oriented hospital. So in this category, the classification is done on the basis of various criteria. In that first, that is on the basis of ownership, means who is the owner of that particular hospital. So here this again classified into various groups, various classes. In that first, that particular hospital which is controlled by central government, means here central government is an owner of that particular hospital. For example, military hospitals, railway hospitals, AIIMS, New Delhi, Jaipur Hospital, Pondicherry. So all these hospitals are run under the control of central government. So here central government is an owner of that particular hospital. Next, the hospitals which are controlled by state government. So same as central government, means these hospitals run under state government. For example, JJ Hospital Mumbai, Sassoon Hospital Pune, Civil Hospital Jalgaon. Means these 3 hospitals which are under control of state government. Next, hospitals which are controlled by corporation or municipality. So here corporation and that municipality is an owner of that particular hospital. For example, BMC Hospital Mumbai, KM Hospital Mumbai, Bhagwati Hospital Mumbai. So these hospitals which are run under the control of corporation or municipality. Next category, hospitals which are classified under private trust hospital, means here a separate body or that private body is running these hospitals. So here private body is the owner of that hospital. For example, Bombay Hospital Mumbai, Jaslok Hospital Mumbai, Jindal Hospital Bengaluru. So these 3 hospitals which is run under private trust. Next, hospitals which is run by religious bodies, means here a religious body is the owner of that particular hospital. For example, Hindu Mission Hospital Chennai, Al-Amin Hospital Bangalore, Christian Medical College Hospital Vellore. Means these hospitals which works under the control of a religious body. Next, public limited company hospitals. For example, Wockhardt Hospitals Bengaluru, Apollo Hospital Chennai, Medino Hospital Gujarat. Means these are company related hospitals, means that particular company is the owner of that hospital, but they are providing services to the public. Next, private clinics or nursing homes. So private clinics which are run under an individual physician or in group of physicians. Okay, these are mainly available in towns or big city, so which are open for 24 hours. Means here that private or that individual physician or the group of doctors are the owner of this hospital or that private clinic or the nursing homes. Coming to the second category of non-clinical oriented hospitals. So here hospitals which are classified under the cost of that particular hospital. So here these are mainly classified in three classes, that is costly hospital, low budget hospitals, free or conventional cost hospital. For example, in costly hospitals like Bridge Candy Hospital, Jaslok Hospital, means the cost of that particular treatment is high. That's why it is called as a costly hospitals. Next, low budget hospital. For example, civil hospital, corporation hospitals, means they are offering low budget for the treatment. So here low currency is required to get the treatment. Third one, free or conventional cost hospitals. For example, Manilal Kantilal Hospital, Ahmedabad. So here the treatment is given free of cost or some charges which are required to pay. Okay. So this is the classification of hospital on the basis of cost. Next category is there hospitals which are attached to the medical colleges. For example, Bharti Hospital Medical College, Pune. So this particular hospitals which is attached to the medical colleges, as well as Praura Medical College. So name itself indicate that hospital attached to the medical colleges. Coming to the next, hospitals which are classified on the basis of bed size. So here that particular hospitals which are classified under these four classes. First one, that is large hospital, second medium hospital, third one small hospitals, fourth one very small hospitals. So for example, in large hospital, JJ Hospital and KM Hospital is there. What is mean that large hospitals? Means here this classification is mainly based on the how many beds present in that hospital or available in that hospital. So under this large hospital category, so in the those hospitals have more than 1,000 beds are called as large hospitals. Next category is the medium hospital. So those hospitals have beds 500 to 1,000 beds are called as medium hospital. For example, Jaslok Hospital, Bombay Hospital. So these are comes under the medium hospitals which having bed capacity 500 to 1,000 bed. Next, small hospitals. Here in these hospitals the bed capacity is in between 100 to 500 bed. So for example, Bridge Candy Hospital, Om Shri Hospital Vita. So these two hospitals have capacity in between 100 to 500. That's why this hospital comes under the small hospitals. Next one, very small hospitals. means those hospitals have less than 100 beds are called as very small hospitals. For example, municipal hospitals and private clinics. So this is the classification of the hospital. Coming to the next, the concept of district hospital. So this is the picture of civil hospital Sangli, so which is situated at district level. This hospital is present or available at district level. So this is the main hospital in the district. Under this hospital, various hospitals which are situated in tehsil level or village level. So the district hospital is an constitutional health and family welfare policy of the nation. So a district hospital has to manage all the needs of the district population. So here district hospital is wholly responsible to provide better health to the population which is present in that particular district. So district hospital provides clinical services, clinical and non-clinical support, including administrative services. That is clinical service. What does it mean that clinical services? So this is an prime and vital need of patient. This could be provided via various medicinal divisions like pediatric, cardiac, orthopedic as well as gynecology. So district hospital offer clinical services to the community. Next one, clinical support. So here the clinical services is totally depend on clinical support. Means in this clinical support, diagnosis is done with the help of various departments like pathology, radiology, as well as he will provide blood requirement to the patient. So here, so that particular treatment is depend on the clinical support. So treatment is depends on the pathological test report as well as radiological test report. So it is a very important support while diagnosing the disease or conducting any surgery. Next, non-clinical support. So here, apart from the clinical services, some non-clinical services are required in hospitals. For example, catering, linen as well as housekeeping. So these services are very important and play a very important role in well-being of the patient. Next, administrative services. So in these services are required for smooth functioning of hospital. So this includes finance, personnel, maintaining medical records and purchasing various materials in the hospital as well as some legal matters. So it is also very important services to get the better service or to provide the better service to the patient. So the district hospital provides clinical services, clinical support, non-clinical support as well as administrative services. When anyone is missing, so definitely the patient will not receive the better service from the district hospital. I think you have got the concept of a district hospital. If you have any question, you can ask here, or you can type your queries on mail as well as on the WhatsApp number. Thank you for patient listening. Thank you very much.